Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the Professor with Day Trading for Success. We have 30 people going to be trading with us today. Please read this disclaimer. We are an entertainment channel trying to teach different styles of trading through entertainment with demonstrations of live videos. So make sure you read this. I am not a licensed financial advisor. You should seek the advice of somebody you trust. Learn how to trade from somebody you trust. And be careful. Trade in a simulator and only trade with money you can afford to lose. Hopefully you've read that. So today we're trading just what the PDT rule says. So $25,000. They've made, everybody here today has made that. It's a larger crowd than usual, which means they can margin up to 100K. So with this stock, you can do a little over 500. We even it down to 500 shares. So everybody will be trading exactly 500 shares today. I'll be calling the ball or quarterbacking, but they are responsible for their own trades. We're going to be trading the RV strategy, which typically starts a half hour after the market opens. It's a range-bound strategy using consolidating large cap stocks. So it's very safe to trade. So it's a strategy developed about range-bound. And it's a very popular strategy. So I'm going to explain what all this is, and it's not as complicated as it might seem in just a second here. So that's how we're starting. If you want to learn about this strategy, there's a book called Day Trading Volume 1 that the $1 Million Margin Club put out that I promote that is really explains it, because it stops me from having to go through the entire strategy every day. So, but I did make a video about that book, literally showing page by page. So you can even find it just by watching one of my free videos here and not even have to buy the book, which is great. But that has the criteria to pick the RV stock each day. Other things that you might want to look on the channel is how to figure out which way the market's going to go, an idea of how to do that. Every day there's a video about that. How to speed up your platform. There's a video about that. Getting all the free custom scripts we have. There's a video about that. I think that's episode 83. All these different episodes. It's episodic. So if you type in what you want, you can get all this free information, all these free custom scripts, all these free layouts. Everything is free, and I'm not selling a course. So if you like what you see, please remember to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. I'm trying to get more followers, subscribers to see what we have here. This is the scalpers indicator, which is pretty amazing, that I developed on I scripted for the channel, and I got some help to make it even better from some of the subscribers here and with AI. So the red is marking the buyers and the sellers, and the green is marking the buyers. And this is showing you the percentage at any given time. So this basically tells you which way the stock is going, like right after the time and sales reconciles. So you can just jump on that wave and ride it by watching this. So this is a must-have. And out of all the custom scripts, every trader I know uses this now, and I know it's been adapted for TradingView. Some people keep asking about some of the other platforms. I thought for sure it had been on NinjaTrader as well. And then I did put out a video about it. I get commonly asked about it, but at the very top of that script, it says a whole bunch of stuff about our channel, DTS. You have to take that, don't type that into the script. And it should work fine, but I know it's on TradingView too. And all that stuff's free, guys. So, but what is the RV strategy? Because we're going to start in just a few minutes with everybody here. So basically you go to, it's a range-bound strategy. So you find your range, ATR high, ATR low. Now, I had to go back a long way to get pivot lines within this, and that's why this is kind of marked here. Let me just auto zoom this. So this is the day we're trading here. And as you can see, I couldn't have gotten any channels or pivot lines from previous days or previous hours because we just dropped off the ATR. So I had to go way back here in 2022 to find pivot lines. So I went back there and marked them. But typically how you find the opening ATR is you look at the close of the day before, and then it's under my picture, but it was 185.24. And then you look at the Wilder's ATR. This is an average to range over a 14-day period. That's what ATR stands for. It's a mathematical formula that was first put together by Wilder, and he's now made it available on many, many platforms everywhere. So anyway, and then you take that ATR, you divide it by 2, and you subtract it from the close to get the half of it from the close to get the ATR low, and the other half of it from the close to get the ATR high. And that is the high and low of your ATR, which is your range high and low of this stock. So we watch that range very closely. That is very respected. See how it hit it, went back up. So it might break through it. Then you get a different strategy called the escalator strategy. And that's traded a little bit different way, but we also teach how to do that. And we also have the open strategy where you're marking the pre-market high and pre-market low, which I do have marked on this. But once you have those ATRs high and low, now you're looking for ways. Now, these are all the days I was showing you. Just say D, 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 D. I marked the candlestick, wick, or body. And then yesterday, I got one open session pivot that I marked. Now, just to give you an example how maybe these days are respected, I mean, look at it hit these. Well, that's open session pivot from yesterday. So why? These are where the stock turned around and pivoted. Look at this. Look at this day from a long time ago, 2022. Tap, 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 tap again, tap again. It's resting on this one. I mean, so people say, well, I would never put this many lines. I just trade by volume. I just trade by price. Okay, great. I do too. And I put in line support and resistance lines because they help. And no, they don't get in the way. And a lot of times they can be respected. If you're trading on a 1 minute chart, how much in the way is that? I mean, can you not see through that? I just had another debate with somebody about this. And it's just like, guys, it's not in the way. The other thing I have here is the volume profile, and I have the upper profile marked with the green arrow going down and the lower marked with the green arrow going up. I also have the VWAP, the 9 moving average, the 20 moving average. All these things come into play, and every guru and every professional has different ways to look at them. The other things that we mark is we mark the Fibonacci. So we want the Fibonacci. So I do a 2-day on a 5 minute to mark the Fibonacci high and low. You can see we've got one line in the middle of that seems to be an area that was respected. That's a Fibonacci level over a 2-day period. And then I take the Fibonacci level over a 10-day period, high, low. Okay, now as it turned out, which is why it didn't get rated very high, if you get the book you can see, it didn't really end up with any of the 10-day Fibonacci lines, which are yellow inside here. So you have a lot going on here. There's a Fibonacci from a 2-day. Here's all the day pivots. Here's the volume profile, which fogs it up a bit. And you might say, I can't trade that. And then you have the 9, the 20, and the VWAP. But you get used to it. Over here, I have the level 2. Now, in a large cap stock, a lot of traders will teach you to trade the level 2. But on large cap, it doesn't matter much. You're going to get filled with your share level. It's a $25 billion minimum market cap, $1 billion minimum float, not billion, not dollar float, minimum float. And you get filled. And there's a lot of stuff that's not even reported here. And with the new, you've heard me go on about the new rules in dark pool. They're lightening up on when you have to report and all these things. So you can't trust this. And most traders will tell you that. So, but it doesn't matter on large cap. You're not going to be able to see inertia like with the momentum stocks on a large cap. Maybe once in a blue moon. Maybe, but I keep it for price point. I'm watching here. Here's what the market maker is willing to give me. Remember, ask is what the people would like to get. Bid is what they're willing to pay. The market maker helps you make the deal in the middle, but then it's like you're going over a bridge, back and forth, and then they charge a toll and you pay for that. That's the simple way to get level 2. These are the share size that are waiting, multiplied by 100. Some show you all the shares, and there's a bunch of hidden stuff that you don't get to see. So it's like, how confusing is that? So, I have a grain of salt. This is my active trader up here, 15 minute, 5 minute, 5 minutes. So I'm getting ready to trade in just a minute here. Let me auto zoom this out. Okay, why is this not going to the edge here? There we go. Okay. So I look at the greater perspective with the 15 minute, right? Okay, guys, we're going to go in early. Everybody's ready, right, Charlie? Okay, she's going to monitor the chat. Okay, I was waiting to see if this was going to happen. I'm going to buy off this bounce. I'm buying. Okay, guys, I got in. So let's see how it goes. So it hit it here four times already. So let's hope that goes up. So everybody got there was one person that wasn't at a screen. So I know I jumped early. I meant to say I was waiting for this to see if it did it again. But it just keeps calling it out to us here, guys. A lot of you ask what determines why do I go in long or short? Well, there's a very specific reason. And it's not even showing you, but it did get down here. Oh, yeah, it was right here. That's why. Yeah, so it did get down here. And then it popped right back through. It hit that fib, the only fib we have in here. And it just stopped dead and turned around. So now I'm going to reverse a lot. And then they know that who trade with me, who watch me trade. I reverse a lot. So why is somebody going, there's two people going short up there. Okay, so I don't know what's going on there, but I mean, as they make their own decisions, so we'll see how that goes. I mean, maybe they know something I don't know here. A lot of good traders that trade here too. So now every one of these pivot points, guys, and I know I didn't finish going over the whole setup, but there's tons of videos. This is a ceiling that it has to break through. Well, that's a resistance. Every one of these is a resistance from a previous day. It turned around. You want to have those marked. It may be respected. It may not be respected. So this one broke through, but I look at it like it's being held, it's being tethered, because for some reason there's a lot of people that are trading on this that want it to go the other way. See how it tapped it here, just broke through here, just barely broke through here. So will it make it all the way up here, or is it going to fade off? So this is screaming for a reversal right now, unless the lines aren't going to be respected at all. So we have to watch it close. Okay, well, it went right through it. So there's that. Now $83. Okay, I'm going to reverse on $83 even and bank the money. So what did I get it at? $82.93. So I look for the even dollar amount as well, plus all that stuff. It just broke through. But that was just a quick decision, guys, based on that. Okay, that's not exactly $83 even, but okay. So I'm going to get ready to reverse again. It's banging off that pivot. I'm reversing again right there. Now look at this volume dropping here as the buyers took over. It went a little higher this last one, but now the sellers are going. Look at the sellers indicator. So I reversed long, but I had it when it was down here. So I'm a little worried about what I'm seeing right there, but let's keep a close eye. I don't understand how you're so red up there. Somebody is wicked red. You're $800 red. You need some coaching over there. I don't know if you're just hitting, are you hitting the buttons wrong, or is that, okay, so you're having trouble. You had trouble with the reverse. Okay. So maybe just stop reversing and just buy and sell. You can just do it real quick. And don't try to copy what I'm doing anymore, and just watch what you're doing. Okay. Chatting over there. Was not copying me. I get it. You were not copying me. I'm sorry. I know this is like very emotional too, and I'm like making it worse by acting light. So, this happens to all of us. You see me screw up all the time on the buttons. My God, So that's why I can speak to you like I know what I'm talking about. So look, here's the 83 again, guys. Okay, this time it broke right through it. Now it's at we have two fibs in here. Oh, that fib was below the ATR. Okay, so this is the only fib we have in the ATR. We have a bit of a little hammer forming here, which usually at the top of an uptrend would show a potential reversal. Let's see if that's really a hammer or just the sensitivity of my layout. So, So volume has been dropping with buyers, so it's not a good sign. This is starting to tell you it wants to turn around at this fib and at this day. So let's keep a close eye for a reversal here. We have a nice little $400 trade here if you went in around the same time I did. So let's not lose it. All right, it's still going up. It's still going up. Look at the volume go up with the buy. Look at this. Look at this. Don't get out now. Look at that go. Okay, so it blew through those lines. So it's above it's coming back down. So if that breaks down through 83 again, think about reversing. If it breaks through the $83, right now 83 is the support here. So now it's got another day up here. And the way these two acted, I don't have a huge amount of confidence. I'm going to probably hit a reverse on that 83.62 area if it gets up there again. I probably should have hit it right there. That was like not good. I'm waiting for it to bounce up there again. I'm going to go short. It might not do it. This might be it. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm going to reverse right there, guys. So I banked that money. Could be a mistake. I'm short again. Got 83.17 short. 83.17 short. So be careful going long at keeping that long because it rejected off the fib. The only thing holding it up right now is the $83 even. So be careful. Yeah, it's really slowing down here. So the volume just plummeted with the short. So short might not be the way to go. Let's see here. I had over 2K, I thought, for a minute there. Yeah, there's over 2K, but wow, there we go. There we go. I'm going to hit it up there. I'm going to hit that reverse there. So let's see. So again, it stopped here a bunch of times. So I tried to get it as close to the 58 as I could. It's also the 50-cent mark, the $0.50. So I got it 82.61 on a reverse. Wasn't perfect. Remember, there's slippage here. There's quite a bit of slippage here. So I don't have a pattern to call here, guys. I mean, that was kind of a ladder down over here, but it wasn't strong enough for me to call. Same thing here. This is just, that's a tweezer move really, but the tweezer move would tell you that it's going to go down. So that one, had I called it, didn't actually, I mean, it probably might have started to go down and then ended up going up. And this is a hammer which signifies at the top of an uptrend, which would signify a possible downtrend, and it did do it. But again, these are not strong. These are not what I wouldn't bet the farm on those patterns right now. They're just almost the right pattern and not really the right pattern. So again, this didn't make a tweezer. It didn't make an engulfing. I'm just talking pattern talk right now. And, they have that book out now. That's the Candlestick Pattern Playbook. I highly recommend it. So you can memorize all these patterns they make. You can make flashcards in there. They have all these quizzes. It's really a great way to learn. They asked me a lot of questions about it because I made my own flashcards years ago to learn all these patterns. So they were and then I taped them along the bottom of my screens. I have a big array of screens here, and so I could until I really got to learning, because I switched from like long-term trading and then went into kind of swing trading, then into day trading, then finally into this type of intraday trading, which I find very exciting. It's why I come back to it. So if you can find a way to only trade for a half hour or an hour a day and you're excited and you have a passion for it, why not? If you're not losing your ass, why not do it? But if you're losing, then yeah, you have to. Okay, so here we go. So I finally see it turn green here. It's been kind of just holding at bay here. Okay, that's the first time I said it. Wow, I'm going to reverse off that fib. Okay, so I say wow a lot. Sorry, guys. I yell out wow. I've been told this in emails. So let's call it part of the entertainment. There's the point of control way up there. So we'd like to think that it would drag it to that. Okay. Some people are definitely struggling today, guys. And everybody, for the most part, is doing real good. So I hate to see anybody who's not doing well. So we're just trying to trade in these channels, and it is a quick reflex kind of thing. And if you're guessing a different way and you don't know, if you're just guessing from a feeling you don't know, then maybe listen a little bit more to where I'm saying to trade. But, obviously you want to make your own trades, but if you're just guessing like you think it's going to go this way, then, you need to think about what is the intuition that's basing that guess, right? And I'm taking my eye off the ball here, so I'm going to leave it to you. But still, just reset, start brand new right now. You can reset and you can get green. There's plenty of time to get green right now. So we're on so I'm going short down here. So I'm looking at that day to potentially flip around right there. I should have done it. I should have done it right when I was right there. Wow. It called out to me to do it right there, and I didn't do it. So I'm a little distracted right now. So that's too bad, because now I'm down because I didn't do it when I should have done it, and now I'm really hurting. So yeah, I'm going to look for a pullback here and try to get out of this terrible position that I got myself into. I saw it there, and it just screamed to guys, I'm going to take a loss. I'm telling you, this is going up, and it's going up in a big way. So I had a terrible position there, but I did the rest of some of you catch that? Yeah, most of you caught that. Yeah, I should have reversed off of this, and I was focusing on what was going on up here, and I just can you turn off the sound for a second? Yeah, is he supposed to be trading? Who's that guy? Okay, all right, just turn it back on. So we are right now, I'm at 183.87. Long. So yeah, this is turning into a good trade. Can you imagine what it would have been if I would have caught it there? You guys can, because I am not in the lead, that's for sure. So look at it go, huh? So let's look at a reverse off this ATR. If it gets this high, be careful. This is a great move up. So remember, these ATRs are very, very well respected. So yeah, 183.87 long, looking to reverse off the ATR. Okay, it might not make it if it breaks back through. So 184, 185, it's okay. So 185, it actually stopped at 185 before the ATR. So I'm going to hold it a little bit longer for one more try. It's pulling it toward the magnet here, see it? But this is a good trade. We don't want to lose this trade and do what I just did a second ago. Broke 85 again. Yeah, it's definitely going to turn around here. Look at it. It's turning around. Just try to get as high. I'm going to try it right there. What did I get it at? At 13. It slipped. I was trying to get it at 20. I believe it's not going to, it may poke through here, but I think it's going to come down. So I'm going to start to ride it for the retrace back down. Let's look for it to maybe, this is just too small a channel here, but maybe this channel, it could bump back and forth here and here, or it could just break right down. So let's see what happens. doing a little better up there, which is good to see. Oops, is it going to break that ATR? Look at that volume with the buyers. So it may just be winding up. You know, they can just wind up. That's why it's helpful to see on the level 2. That helps a lot when it's not such a large float. You can see it, you know, winding up about to spring on the level 2, but it just doesn't really help you with large cap. So I'm a note at myself for missing that move back there. This should be, but most of these guys are at 3,500, so I'm loving it. I just wish I was there with you. So yeah, everybody struggles, and it takes a while, you know, to learn the concepts. I think that the support and resistance lines are very helpful. In the ATRs, really something you should work on getting with the fibs, and then your overall scalping skills. You know how you okay, so it's bouncing on that day for sure. So we may end up being little scalps here for a while. Oh, no, or not. You know, I'm tempted to reverse here on this one. It broke through it, then went back up. 80, 85. Wait a minute, where am I here? Oh, this is not reconciling. All right, hang on. 5, this is 80. No, okay, I guess it is. Okay. Oh, it looked like it was a whole 50 cents off for a second, but no, I was thinking that it was down here I was reading, but no. That's sometimes you can get involved in looking at the candlestick patterns, and you'll find that it's actually not the same as what you see over here, but it is the same. It's just moving. So, yep, I could have captured that, and now it broke right through the ATR. So that was a little scalp that probably some of you got. Okay, whoa, point of control. I'm going to go off this ATR if it gets down there. That's at 37. We're at 1850 right now. It may not go. It's respecting the 50 cents. Respecting the 50 cents right now. And you've got that 9. It's bouncing off the 9 moving average. I'm looking for a little bit more of a dip, but I am poised to reverse right here to ride it back up again if that's what's going to do. And if it starts to plunge, you just reverse right, or you guys buy and sell, whatever you want. Oh, man. Seriously? Did I miss it? There it goes down again. Again, hitting the 50 cents. That could just be where it's going to stop. Sellers are high, though. Look at the scalping indicator. It's not telling me to reverse, that's for sure. Although it did drop a little. I'm going to reverse right there. It dropped a little in volume, and then it came down a little bit. And the fact that it was struggling and we had a day right here, I'm taking a chance on a reverse. You know, I like to stay in position. Man, that's another ladder. This is the same kind of a repeat pattern, a ladder bottom if this stays green. Just they're not perfect patterns because it dropped a little below it here. Guys, I'm sure I'm reversing there. I am not. I'm reversing off this day right here. And I banked a little bit more in there. I'm trying to catch up to you guys, so don't necessarily do what I'm doing here. So I'm short at 84.83. looking for it to drop, but it's going back up to the ATR, it looks like. And it's hitting 85, 185 as a resistance. I don't have it marked here. I probably should. Close enough. But I'm feeling I'm struggling a little bit more today than usual. I think that one trade I missed really threw me. But we're doing good. Any day green is a good day, right? So look at how the volume has just plummeted here. And this is one of the reasons we like trading consolidating stocks. You know, you can't get caught in a real big sweeping move. You usually have plenty of time to get out. I'm at the magnet now, point of control. Whoa. So I'm going to look for potential reverse off that. I'm just looking for these quick scalps, guys, so that's why I'm doing reverse. So I'm looking off the next day, which is 84.37 in that range. It might be 84.50 here, though, which isn't a very big trade for me, but we're just trying to get little bits out of here at this point. Yeah, I'm going to reverse right at that. What did I get that at? 28. That was awesome. Maybe, unless it keeps going down. But it hit it and went back through it again. So I got it way down here. So if it continues to go down, at least I've got a jump on recovering. So now we're looking for this seesaw motion for me again. I'm hoping that it's going to go long again. If it breaks down here, I will get out. I will reverse. Well, I might hold it to see if it springs off that. Then if it breaks through here, though, I'm definitely going to reverse. So, oh boy, sorry, it always kicks in right now, just before I actually have to do real work. These guys that make, even there's somebody here, I think our lowest is 800, but, you add that times 5 days and you got to, you probably don't need to work unless you're living the high life. So, and then other guys here making 3-4K a day when they do this time. Obviously that's not always. You say you average. Even if you average $1,000 a day, that's great. But I mean, the day trading for success is hoping you average $100 or $200 or $300 a day, because you might not be able to. I mean, if you make the PDT, you kind of have to have the PDT made. Now, that book has all the shore brokerages where you don't really need to make the PDT, and you can trade this way with just a few $1,000s. But some of them even leverage you 6 times. But those rules are technically there to protect you, so they say. I'm not even going to go down the road. I think people can police themselves, but that's just my general attitude about this stuff. But trading in the sim and thinking about the what could happen is pretty darn important. But if you don't have enough money to make the PDT, I mean, if you're trading less than 25K anyway, how much money can you really lose? You're not losing your house. You're not losing your car. You might lose a few $1,000s. That's terrible. It is terrible. And it teaches you lessons. Who here has not blown up an account? I have more than once. So it happens to us all. So, managing that is such an important part of trading, managing your losses, having a day trading plan. So guys, I'm just kind of waiting for it to hit off of another ceiling up here. So right here, I'm looking to reverse right here, or if it keeps going at the ATR. So somewhere in here. Now, it fell off the ATR a whole bunch of times here. Here. Didn't quite make it. So this is kind of no man's land up here. This is just the even dollar mark. It's not a pivot. So this channel is pretty weak. So as it goes up there. So I don't know how strong I would consider that move. 10. It got 85.10 there. That was almost to the ATR. It sprang up there. So look at the spread. I will not get anywhere near toward the. I'm going to do. What did I get it at? 16. Okay, so I reversed there as an educated guess that it's going to fade off the ATR again. Let's see what happens. You know, I banked some money. Now, if it breaks through here, you know, I have to react pretty quickly. If it starts, I'd have to have a second candle up here going green to make me think it's going to make a move and start the potential trend. You know, you look at, I call it the escalator strategy. So there it is. This is the fact that closed above the ATR. That's the first time. So that is possibly starting a trend. Now, we call it the escalator strategy, where it breaks through and then it officially becomes the escalator strategy once it retests and then goes. So it's not there yet, and it's going back down. So I guess that didn't. So a bunch of people jumped in right here that are hurting right now. So now they'll sell out, and then this will get stronger, you know. So let's see. Maybe we'll get some big retracement down here. I mean, it was way down here earlier, guys. So it's just staying up here. It's just staying here. So if it tries to make a try at that again, we're going to want to think about reversing long pretty quickly here, because that was a strong move. Look at the strength of that move. Then it dropped off. Sellers are winning out sort of here. It dropped off, and then now the sellers are at the top. So now remember, I know I've said it on many videos before, when the time, and you know, this is the bid and the ask. This is the auction process, and then after that, some people have their time and sales up there. After the sale, there's a receipt, and that's called the ticker, and it's rolling by like all the sales that are made. That's your receipts. After that happens, it creates a pattern based on those receipts called the candlestick pattern here. And then this instantly at the same time reconciles a histogram that is giving you other information based on those receipts. So yes, it has happened already. On and on and on. People are like, I want to know ahead of time. We all want to know ahead of time. We'd all be multimillionaires, right? So the best we can do is try to get on something that's moving a direction and be quick about it. If you're not doing long-term analysis, if you're doing scalping, intraday trading, you're trying to catch fast-moving trends of moving up or down. Not even a trend almost, just a fast move of some type of a move, not really officially a trend. So watch this down here as a potential reverse, like we did before, because it broke through all of those. So as I've explained many times before, you're trying to jump on the action that's happening, sort of like you're a surfer waiting for the wave to come, and then you're jumping on the wave. Now, the problem with that analogy is the wave's going down. That's not really, but the idea is you're jumping on the momentum of something, and you're moving with, you know, you get to move. You know, so somebody pointed out, that's kind of funny, really. Yeah. Oh crap. That, yeah, you're always going short then, or whatever, when the wave goes down. So if you're going short, the analogy works perfectly, you know, but that's not what I mean by that analogy. It means it's just like you're riding a movement until then you don't crash into the rocks, like you get off before the movement's done, you know. So look at it, respected right here, the point of control, which is the dark red line, and this is sort of the value area around it. This is where most of the transactions are happening. They figure out the average, and look, it's showing us right here, even though this is going back all through pre-market. So this is where most of the buying and selling is going on, the point of control. This is the volume profile, the volume of that buying and selling, the volume profile, not just, I mean, the volume of the price action is right here. So that's the volume level high, and this is the volume level low, and this is the mean average low, and this is the mean average here. So it tends to hover around here a lot and then breaks out one way or the other. So we have to make a choice here. Is it going to break down and maybe pivot off that, or break back up and maybe pivot back to the ATR? Will it go all the way through the ATR? So this is a pretty good trade right now. I don't think I'm going to make my 5K today. I'm really at time here. So if this doesn't make a move soon, guys, I'm going to get out for the day. And I think we did, for the most part, did pretty good. Oh, good, over 1,000. So our lowest is over 1,000, which is great. But anyway, so yeah, I want to see everybody do good, and sometimes it's hard, and you can get keyed up, you know, trading. You get very emotional, and well, it looks like it's going to go off that. Oh, it went through it. 32, 31. This is at 37. It's already, wow, it's really going through it. Holy crap, look at that go. So that's, I'm having dreams of 5K again. Let's ride this down. This move is strong, so let's see what it does. So look for this as a pivot. 81, 83, or $84 even is a very strong potential pivot. That's the even dollar. Let me mark that out. It's 84.01. Oops. While I'm doing that, it's moved away from it, which is annoying. And I lost a whole bunch of money there, but potentially lost. So it pulled back up to the magnet. Should have caught that scalp, and I'm trying to mark this for everybody, but it did stop at the 84 even here. So this was starting to make a bull flag here. As you can see the bull flag, but then, I mean, it kind of did, and then it went up. But now it's pulled back down. So if a bunch of people, if you're jumping on a bull flag, you need to wait for the second green candle after that flag. So there's the pole, there's the flag pennant that would go right across that makes a flag. If it goes more than halfway down, which it kind of did, then it's not really a bull flag. So, and then you'd wait for it to go back up. It's supposed to go, the move is supposed to go the length of the pole. So that would have brought us above the ATR if that actually formed correctly. I was watching it, but it didn't. And you would wait to enter on the second green candle going up, and then you try to ride it the length of the pole, original pole. So that's the bull flag. So it didn't make any bear flags here. This is kind of a, no, that was another almost, that was a bull flag right there. And it did, I got a bunch of people got shaken out here. They jumped in thinking this was going to go way up to the ATR, and it dropped off. So that's a real, yeah, that was a real sucker bull flag there. It's not really a good bull flag because it crossed over. So you got to kind of put all these things together. This is not a day of definitive patterns. This is a tweezer move here other than the wick, and you don't really count the wick on the tweezer moves. So this is a tweezer move here, which should have sent this upward, but it didn't. So again, a bunch of people got faked out here probably. So the patterns aren't being called perfectly today, that's for sure. Man, I don't know how much farther this is going to go down. I'm looking for the 84. Oh, it dropped below 84. I'm looking for the 84. I'm not going to try to just get 5K and stupidly hold this position here. So, wow. Really? Wow. I'm going to take that right there. So if I short more, I'm going to short on an upswing here. I'll take one more trade. Ah, that's the kiss of death that I just said that. I'm looking for this to come up a little and continue to go a short down. No, I don't like the action, so I'm done for the day there, guys. What do we have? We're under 1,000. We dropped under 1,000 somehow on our last place person, and then the first place person is over 6K. So that is outstanding. So I'm very close to my, oh, what happened there? Oh man, I went over shares. I'm sorry, I was not watching correctly. So I am short. So buy. Buy. That was dumb. I just lost money. Wow, that was stupid. Okay. Yeah, I wish I'd screwed up the opposite direction. I'm giving this guy a hard time for pushing the wrong button. The irony of it all. What was I at? Wasn't I at like 4,600? Oh man, that feels so stupid. Well, I'll probably do, I'm not sure I can get into the power hour today, but it could be a day I don't make my nut, and that's just the way it is. But really, we all did really well. Congratulations, everybody. You did a great job. And remember, if you like what you see here, just subscribe, and I will see you down the road. Be careful, trade in a sim, and I hope everybody stays green. Have a good one.